What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchet REACT, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another American reaction. So excited about this video. If you're new to us
and we're new to you,
make sure you scroll down,
hit that subscribe button,
and turn on the post notification bell
because we're on the road to 200K.
And we cannot get there without you guys, alright? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Let's get it.
In time, with a little help from my British followers, here are 7 American English words that are catching on in Britain.
Catching on in Britain.
With some of the words on this list, it's perhaps more accurate to say that they have caught on. The word movie, which is shorthand for moving picture, is one such word. This sentiment seems to be shared by YouTube commenter Nigel Cole 1936, as well as plenty of other respondents. In fact, while Brits were once more likely to employ the word film, movie was nonetheless a widely used alternative even when I were a lad. And that makes sense, especially since the cinema is what gave Britain so much access to American English in the first place. But wait, Lawrence.
Okay, so we're gonna catch a film. You down? Like, do we even say film?
No.
Movie?
No.
You want a movie?
The only time we'll say film is like when we're talking about like a festival theater and
film,
things like that.
Okay. Drive-in theater.
Yeah.
Would that count as a movie or a film or a drive-in theater?
It's a film.
Okay.
Go and watch a film.
When I think of film, I'm thinking about the tape going back and forth until it slows down on the VCR. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah, I'm thinking about the actual rolling film.
Or that one too. Yeah. Okay, not bad.
Like
film can still have like some motion though.
A little bit.
A little bit?
A little bit.
Let me know what y'all think. Film, movie?
Just imply that British people have stopped using the word film. No! Try listening next time, Lawrence. Okay. What I meant was Brits now seem to be using movie at roughly the same rate. For the sake of comparison, a wide chasm between the two very much still exists in American English, where the word movie originated in approximately 1912 exactly. Funnily enough, it was around that time that America gave us the next word. But before that, I'm not yet done with movies, because there's one other cinematic entity that America borrowed from Britain, and that entity is 20th century film star Cary Grant. Born into poverty in Bristol, England, before embarking on a life-changing visit to the United States, Grant's life is at the centre of a new 4-part series on BritBox.
What accent you got, kid?
English. Archie, starring Jason Isaacs in the title role, Grant's real name was Archibald Leach, is an intriguing portrayal of the star's life that includes plenty of cameos from other stars from the golden age of cinema. And if my humour ever gets too much for you, why not indulge in some dramatic relief by checking out the fantastic crime dramas Payback, Shetland, and Irvine Welsh's Crime. You can stream your other favourite British shows via your smartphone, tablet, desktop, Chromecast, Apple TV or Roku device, as well as LG and Samsung smart TVs. Head to BritBox.com/LostInThePond and use the promo code LostInThePond when signing up for a monthly subscription, and you'll get 50% off your first month. The link is also in my description below. Because while the word truck existed long before American English, the sense of a motor vehicle for transporting heavy goods was coined here in 1913. This is a Prius, so just pretend. 2 years earlier, the British decided that such a vehicle should be known thereafter as a lorry, a word famously still in use today. However, just as with movie, truck has been a well-known alternative among Brits for quite some time. It might explain why YouTube commenter Claire6258 observed, "I have found myself thinking, oh, there's a truck stop instead of a lorry park." In fact, I myself recall using the words truck and lorry interchangeably when I still lived in England.
Yeah, so y'all can leave that one alone. That's fine. It won't bother no one. Y'all can say truck. Truck is so simple, it's sweet, it's short, and it just sounds like it looks.
I don't see myself saying lorry.
A lorry just don't sound like a vehicle.
Babe, we need to go to the lorry.
Stop.
See, it made me think, forget
lorry,
what I was trying to say. The
lorry stop. Like, the truck stop, the lorry stop.
And is it Lorry or Lorry?
See, that's the thing.
See, like Lorry's, like the seasoning, or Lorry, like sorry.
Isn't it Larry's?
Never mind.
Okay.
Since moving to the United States, I can honestly say I've not uttered the word lorry in about a decade. Except in this video, obviously. And that's because between the phrases driving a truck and driving a lorry, Americans are far more likely to go with the first one. But surprisingly, since the late 70s, so are the British, albeit to a lesser extent.
Oh, they say
As a lad
trousers.
growing up in England, the word pants always referred to my underwear, but then so did other words like keks, duds, and undies. So it's perhaps no surprise that several Brits, including YouTube commenter CD4227, picked this as the American word they use the most. Well, think about it. With all of those underwear synonyms hanging about in Britain, pants was always going to lose its grip on power. So why not form a coalition with the American definition and put an end to the iron rule of trousers? I've just realised that joke works on multiple levels. Ironing trousers. And speaking of levels, it appears that Brits are more likely to use suit pants or dress pants than Americans are to use suit trousers or dressed trousers. In fact, the British are far more likely to use dress pants than they themselves are to use dressed trousers, a phrase that probably didn't exist until 6 seconds ago. And that's because it sounds absolutely pants, which is itself a British word meaning rubbish. Oh, and speaking of rubbish, that brings us on to this. Believe it or not, trash has made its way to Britain with increasing regularity since the start of the millennium, and that's not just a reference to fly tipping. Its growing popularity is probably evidenced by the vast number of British respondents who cited it, including David on Facebook. Of course, you're probably thinking, ooh, Lawrence, in one of your YouTube shorts, you told us trash, much like another chiefly American word, not only predates American English, but was used by English people in the late Middle Ages. If that's the case, how did it make it onto this list? Well, because in America, after World War II, trash, along with garbage, became the predominant word for waste. Plus, it's my channel and I make the rules. And while it still has a way to go before overtaking the various definitions of rubbish, it is much closer than rubbish is to trash on this side of the pond. Yeah. Both Britain and America have no shortage of terms of endearment, like love and mate in Britain, and guys and dude in the US. For those last two, each have something in common. They've both been catching on in Britain. In fact, I distinctly recall using the term guys as a gender-neutral term when directing actors on the British stage. And no, we weren't doing guys and or dolls. But I was surprised to find that dude, a word that some speculate may have derived from the song Yankee Doodle, has followed suit. In fact, since the end of the 1900s, instances of dude in British English have absolutely soared, speared on no doubt by cinematic masterpieces like Bill and Ted or Dude, Where's My Car? So when YouTube commenter I Am Marwood asks, does yo or dude count, they are my go-tos,
I was
the
thinking
answer
about yo.
is yes. However, one common theme that I detected among the responses is that the British use of dude doesn't sound right to American ears.
You scream dude in the middle of the street, I don't feel like a lot of women are going to turn around. But if you say yo,
yo,
I feel like everybody breaking their neck. You know what I'm saying? That one more, it's like a anybody listening type of thing, you know?
But here, I don't think everybody uses dude.
Nah.
I don't say dude.
Nah.
I don't.
Bro. But that's not gender neutral. That's literally like.
Right, because if you call me bro, I'll be like, what? I'm not your bro.
See how that go?
But we all say guys. Like I say, hey guys, you know, depending, it don't matter if it's a female or a male. I say guys.
Especially like in greetings form. So I feel like it can stick. Yeah. It has some room there, but
I would say hey y'all.
Hey y'all, but I heard some females will say and girls.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like they would say that.
Guys and girls, yeah.
And I don't think we even pay attention to that. We just be saying hello.
Like to everybody.
To
everybody. Like y'all.
Yep.
Guys, y'all.
Yo, let's get it.
In fact, one commenter said that it sounds cringe, a bit like when an elder millennial tries to speak Zoomer slang. Anyone who's watched a British YouTube channel will know that brilliant isn't the only adjective that we use to mean fantastic. Indeed, in my own lifetime, I've heard ace, mega, wicked, amazeball somehow, hot, and yes, awesome. In many ways, you could argue that this is Americans returning the gift, since the word awesome predates even the first colony at Roanoke. But for most of its life, awesome typically meant full of awe, in the archaic sense that one is full of dread. It was only after World War II that its positive definition emerged in the United States. And it hasn't stopped emerging since, with instances of that's awesome recently usurping the ever-popular that's fantastic, while hot on the heels of longtime Queen that's amazing. In Britain, it is admittedly further down in the pecking order, but the fact that it's pecking at all suggests that it's about to take off. That was one giant bird pun. Fantastic. In fact, the word may even be addictive to some people, like Lawrence Kirk 8606, who wrote, awesome has crept in, which I tried to fend off for years. And I'm willing to forgive my namesake so long as he doesn't supplement the word awesome with sauce, as in awesome sauce. humans.
You have another one? Oh, there go yours right
Y'all
there,
say
y'all.
y'all?
So you
I have to hear y'all say y'all.
Yeah, I don't think that's something I heard before. But do you have another one for awesome? Like in your way of just speaking and congratulations or something?
Cool.
Cool?
I say
yeah,
cool.
we say cool.
That's cool.
That's cool. And it has the same word as awesome.
Yeah.
Or,
I'm trying
for
to
me,
think
I
of
would be
it.
like, that sounds good.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah. See, y'all could take some of these
Cool,
too.
sound good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it. I have to see, I gotta hear y'all say this because I was scrolling the other day and someone said, ask a Brit to say squirrel. They said squirrel.
Oh,
Squirrel.
yo.
Like it was.
Wait.
It sounded like 2 words.
Wait. Is it that
That's
hard?
a squirrel.
It's the water. Water.
War.
Squirrel. Oh, them using.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see what's happening.
Y'all?
If I've learned anything from living extensively in Britain and America, it's that both countries like to draw up regional battle lines on how to address a group of people. In Philadelphia, but also Liverpool and Scotland, you'll often hear yous. In Pittsburgh, residents will say yins, while much of Britain might say you lot. And the American South famously gave us the word y'all, a word that came up time and time again to the question that prompted this very video. And in a phenomenon that I've also witnessed in America's Midwest, many of those commenters reported using it ironically at first, and then it just stuck. Reading around, it seems like y'all, much like dude, is a common refrain within Britain's gaming community, where interactions with Americans are highly common. In fact, if British English texts are to be believed, y'all has long since overtaken yous and is coming steadfastly for you lot. That almost sounded like a threat. Sorry.
Cause he said it sounds like a threat. Okay, yeah, because when we're reading y'all comments, some people would say you lot. And I'm like, are you calling me a name? I didn't understand what they were saying. You lot.
It's different on paper.
So when we're reading it, we thinking that, it's like you lot, you yank, like
I'm like,
we didn't understand what y'all were saying.
It's a typo? We don't be knowing because it's not like a conversation that we're having. It's something we're reading, and when we're reading it, it don't come off as like y'all see on the lives. Yeah. When y'all be typing and have the way y'all be talking, and we be trying to read it like y'all saying it, but it don't come out right when we read it. Right. So it's like it's different.
That's how I realized there's just some language barriers sometimes.
That's it. Yeah, and that alone can cure a lot of headaches.
Yeah, just
like to understand the language barriers. Real talk.
So let me know what you uns think about this and whether it has a chance of going mainstream in the UK. Inevitably, there will be the odd, sometimes very odd British person watching this and thinking, I've lived here for 970 years and I've never heard anyone use any of those words. But that could be because you don't interact with young people or don't have any friends or wisely don't use social media. If you do use social media, then there's already no hope for you. So why not follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Threads and Instagram?
Alright, y'all, make sure you check his channel out. Yeah, I feel like just get involved. If you want to get involved, then you'll be able to hear the language barriers and catch on. Because a lot of times when it comes to aging, you kind of just, it's like a rocket. It just tips off. Like everything that you once knew just goes away. Yeah. And this new wave come in and you're like, where have I been all this time? Yeah,
because there's a lot of like acronyms that they use now that we're like, what that mean?
Yeah.
There's a lot of new slangs coming out and we don't know what this stuff is.
Yeah, sir.
All right. This was a fun video. We hope you guys enjoyed this video with us. Be sure to subscribe. We'll see you soon.
Peace.